Y'all already know what's going on, man. Every Saturday, me and my boy come together and make this amazing thing called Fusion Radio, man. And we always love having these different guests that come in and stuff like that. So this week, we started off with an artist, and now we finna transition into something else. You feel me? We brought my brother in here. His name is Dionte Christian, and he is a clothing designer slash artist. How you doing today, my brother?
What's going on, people, man? Just living life, trying to do the best I can, help as many people as I can.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So before we get into anything, before we get into your clothing design and your art, and you being an artist, first I want to talk about like just you and your background and stuff like that. So first off, like we know you from Chicago, but just tell the people like what side of Chicago you come from and like how it was on that side of Chicago growing up.
From the west side of Chicago, North Avenue and Laramie. It's rough over there, but you get used to your environment as you get older. So, to me it's normal. But other people say it's a lot of violence and things of that nature. But to me, I grew up in it, so it's normal. I ain't saying that it's right, but
That's what I'm talking about, man. So growing up out west, so like I grew up over east. You feel me? So talking to people that's from out west, like y'all seem totally different. So it's like, what certain things that stood out for you as far as like just being from out west and like how that influenced you to be the man that you are today?
I just didn't want to turn out like the people that I was around, like in and out of jail, gangbang. I didn't want to turn out like that. So I just decided like I'm just gonna go a different route. And I always was like in the clothes and reading books. So I just told myself like I'm gonna write my own book, come up with my own clothes. And it just took off from there.
So what's certain clothes or like certain clothes that you had per se like back then that made you really get into clothes and soon to want to make your own clothes?
Just different brands like True Religion, what else? We was wearing back in the day. Iceberg, you might not know about it. Y'all might not know about that. That's like early 90s.
My boy Brian probably know about that. No. I love getting on Brian because Brian, like, that's one thing I like about this show. Like, Brian a little bit older than me and stuff like that, so I'll be
So
cracking jokes.
about the old stuff.
Hey, nah, I wonder if he remember this day we was in here joking about this. It was something he was telling me about. It was a piece of old clothing he was telling me about that I knew nothing about, though. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I was talking about a comfort bun.
Oh, yeah,
A what?
A comfort bun. A comfort bun. What that is it's like back in the day when I was growing up real young, man. In the choir at the Baptist church.
Okay.
We used to have different colors ones for certain Sundays when we sung.
Okay.
And so you had a yellow one, you had a purple one, you had pretty much every possible color you can think of. We had one, and all it is like a belt that you put around, or what's it that coordinates with your outfit.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Right. And I truly believe they still make them. It's just probably when people call things what they call them now, it's probably like they probably not saying different. Yeah, it's probably not called a comfort bun.
It's not even really funny. It's just funny that don't nobody know what that is. Like, that's crazy though. But so back to you, my boy, though. So like, and you also said you liked reading books when you was growing up and stuff like that. So it was like, what certain books that you grew up reading and you was like, okay, I actually like reading books.
The 48 Laws of Power.
Definitely a good book.
The Art of Seduction.
Definitely a good book.
What else? I can't think of it off top. But them was the main two though, because I read the 48 Laws of Power like 6 times. That's a great book. I recommend everybody read that. It's by 50 Cent and Robert Greene.
So give us one thing that you got from the book that you applied to your life.
That no matter what your situation is, because obviously I'm in a wheelchair, no matter what your situation is, don't let nothing stop you. Like your mind is the strongest muscle that you got in your body. So regardless if you have one leg, two legs, no arms. If you use your mind, you can get, it'll take you wherever you want to go.
Hey man, that's what I'm talking about. Because a lot of people be in like situations that's nowhere near compared to what your situation is, and they just give up though. Like just give up.
No, you can't never fold. I mean, everybody, I have my bad days, but then I just think about it like my situation could be worse. I could have no legs, you know what I'm saying? I see people outside, they don't got nowhere to go. I got a roof over my head. I got, food. I got money in my pocket. I can do what I want to do, go where I want to go, when I want to go. So, I just thank God every day for the situation that he put me in. I was born like this. I got some called cerebral palsy. So I've been like this all my life. So this wheelchair is all I know. I don't know nothing else.
So like, let's build on that though, because that was gonna be my next question. Because I was gonna ask, was it an accident and stuff like that? But you said you was born with it, so like, that's different though. Like that's totally different. So like, with you being at the age that you are now, and actually going through that your whole life, like, what's certain things that you really had to encounter? Like certain things that you necessarily couldn't do because of your situation.
Really not too much. It's just, as far as like stuff like that, it was just people tend to treat you different because they see, oh, he in a wheelchair, we gotta be nice to him, or we gotta do this, we gotta open the door. Like, when people open if I don't ask you to open the door or do something like that, don't just assume because I'm in my situation, I need help. And like, with certain females, they like, I don't want to talk to you because you're in a wheelchair. We about to ban them not knowing, like, me being in a wheelchair has nothing to do with anything. So I can walk a little bit. I just can't walk far distance. So, I had struggles like high school. Kids gonna be kids. You in a wheelchair, but my people prepared me for that when I was young. Like, they told me, like, it's gonna be certain people that's ignorant, that don't know no better. So when they say stuff like that, just, let it fall by the wayside.
It's Fusion Radio with Brian Simpson and Keith. Got a really dope guest, man. He's a clothing designer and, man, he's an author, man. So I want to get into this, man, whole clothing brand. Those of you that's on live right now, you see it, man. The clothing brand is RFL, man, better known as Rolling for Life, man. Talk to us about what inspired you to start the clothing brand and how it stands out versus other ones.
Just, I got a lot of friends that's in chairs, and when you first get injured, like, it's a whole totally different life. You gotta learn how to do everything over again. So I did the clothing line to motivate people in wheelchairs, to let them know, like, no matter what your situation is, you can still do what you want to do. You can still drive. You can still do whatever. And like I said, I was just always in the clothes. So I'm like, I might as well come up with my own clothing design. So I got with my cousin, he drew me something out a couple of times. And then when he drew this one, I'm like, yeah, this it. So I'm trying to get I got t-shirts and stuff right now. I'm trying to get hoodies, sweatpants. I'm trying to do the whole nine, coffee cups, everything.
That's what's up, man. So, man, how long has the brand been around?
That's this 2024 since mid-2022.
That's what's up, man. Give us some highlights, man, since the brand has been in establishment, man. Some different things that you're proud of from the brand being birthed. I'm
just proud of that I came up with. This is something that I came up with without nobody else help. And because I'm the type of person, I tend not to finish things. I tend to start stuff and I don't finish. But with this, it was close to my heart, So I ain't had no choice but to go through with it. And just to help other people, that's my main thing. I love to help other people because people always say, oh, you such an inspiration. But to me, it's just like I'm a normal person. Like, I'm in a wheelchair. Like, how am I an inspiration? I just do the best I can every day.
Nah, maybe they probably look at you like an inspiration. Cause like I told you, it's like it's a lot of people out here that's in like less situations like than what you in, and just give up. So to see somebody that's in the situation that you in, and you still trying hard and you still putting in effort, and like, and it's a mindset thing too though. You not letting your situation hinder you from nothing you trying to do. See, a lot of people, like I said, even people like in situations like what I'm in, or like or that's people that's cool, they don't have that type of mindset.
Yeah.
So to see somebody with your mindset and accomplishing the things that you're accomplishing, like that inspires other people to get off their butt and go handle their business, or put that forth effort to go a little harder, especially if they see somebody in your situation going as hard as they can. You feel me?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Because everything starts with the mind. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much material things you got. If your mind not strong, you going to fold.
Definitely. So like that whole mindset thing though, like that's not really like that's not something you could just teach to a person. You feel
Yeah,
me?
you gotta learn on your own.
Exactly. It's like it's kind of one of those things. Like it's either it's in you or it's not in you. You feel me? So like, how did you necessarily bring that out, and how did it get to the point where it is now? You feel me? Especially with you being in your situation your whole life.
Because my family, they refuse to help me unless I need help. Like if you could do this, you're gonna do it on your own. We're not finna help you open no door. We're not finna help you get up no stairs. Cause I actually walk a little bit, so I can walk upstairs as long as I'm holding on to the rail. So them instilling that in me, it just made my mind stronger. Like when I get out in the world, it's gonna be people that try to use me. Oh, he in the wheelchair. He probably don't got no friends. He probably got low self-esteem, which that's far from the case. So it's just with me, like I said, I love helping people. I love to hear people say, inspiration. Even if I don't think I'm an inspiration, I love to hear people say it. And just people come up to me like, oh, I seen your live. I love your clothing line, things of that nature. Like, because it was just me and my mom. Because my father tried to kill me when I was 9 years old. He couldn't accept the fact that I was born with a disability. He didn't think that I was gonna be able to like play sports, do normal things. So in his mind, he said that he heard a voice in his mind, and they told him to try to cut my head off. So I came home from school one day, and he used to come help me with my homework. So it was just a normal day. I come in the house, I put my book bag and stuff down. Next thing I know, he put me in a chokehold. And then I blacked out. And then when I woke up again, I was in a pool of my own blood. And just so happened, my mom didn't go to work that day. And she came in, she screamed, she called 911, and they took me to the hospital. They said, because I died for 3.2 seconds. So I've been through a lot, but that's my testimony. I'm still here though. I'm here to tell the story. So that's another reason I'm so strong, because I'm not supposed to be here.
Oh man, don't ever think you ain't supposed to be here. Cause it's like if you weren't supposed to be here, you wouldn't be here. It's a reason you're supposed to be here.
True.
That right there. If you wouldn't have been here, that would have never came to fruition. We'd have never knew what rolling for life is. You feel me? We'd have never had nobody to even speak on that. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's why. Like, see, that's one thing is like people with voices, or like just artists, or like people that do the things that we do, we got to understand. Because it's like we not just normal people. You feel me? Like we got voices, or like we people with certain type of names out here. So like you are a person with a certain type of name out here. You feel me? Even though it might not be what you want it to be, or it's not where you think it is. Other people eyes, you probably the best thing popping, you feel me, out here, you feel me? Like you said, it's a lot of people out here that look at you like an inspiration. So it's like people seeing what you're doing and they rocking what you're doing. So that's why you gotta keep pushing, bro.
I gotta start giving myself more grace. Like, saying that, it's not as bad as I try to make it seem. Cause like I said, I do good for myself. I live on my own. I don't have nobody help me or none of that. I get around on my own. But I owe everywhere, but still go where I want to go, do what I want to do. So, I just thank God. I thank my family, really my cousins, because they was the ones that really molded me to just keep pushing no matter what goes on in life. Like, it's crazy, especially nowadays. These young cats, man, I don't know. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like this when we was coming up. We did our little things, whatever, but it wasn't like it is now, though.
Man, I'm already knowing, man. And I ain't gonna lie, before we wrap it up, though, this is definitely like a real strong conversation, you feel me? It felt like a conversation that needed to be had, you feel me? Like, sometimes a lot of people be uncomfortable with talking about a lot of uncomfortable things, but at the same time, those uncomfortable things mold us into the people that we are, though. You feel me?
Definitely.
So sometimes you gotta bring them to the light. You feel me? Because you wouldn't be who you are without going through the things you went through. Nobody else in this room would be who they are without going through the things they've been through. Like you said, it's our testimonies.
Yeah, definitely.
Me? Especially like with people like me and her, like we artists and stuff like that. That's what we do for a living. We give our testimonies to the world and just hope they understand it. You feel me? So before we get up out of here, my boy, definitely get the people your social medias and stuff like that so they can follow you, check out your clothes, check out your story, and they can check out your book.
My Instagram is Dionte Christian 32. My Facebook is Dionte Christian. What else? You can find my book, The Real Life Story of Dionte Christian, on Amazon, $14.99. And if you want to get up with me, just hit me on social media. We can link. My next move is I'm gonna be shooting a documentary. Be coming out by the end of the summer, so that's what I've been working on. Other than that, that's it. And I just want to say thank y'all for giving me this opportunity to, help other people get my story out there. Because ain't no telling who this might help. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, man. Like I always tell Brian all the time, man. Yeah, it's our platform, but without people like you guys coming in and talking to us and bringing y'all amazing stories and sharing them with us, we wouldn't have no platform. So we appreciate you too. But we'll be right back on Fusion Radio with Brian Stinson and YTS Keys.